Lisa.
I know, and it's remarkably now a Category 4 storm about to make landfall on the Big Bend coast of Florida right now. And the peninsula saw tons of rain and storms yesterday and severe weather all along the southern peninsula, moving up as Idalia traveled to the north. And right now it's moving kind of quick to the north and northeast at 17 miles per hour. But check out the wind speeds at 130 miles per hour. Gusts up to 160. Hurricane Idalia now a Category 4, roughly 90 miles south of Tallahassee right now, moving to the north and northeast along the eastern side of the Big Bend coast towards Taylor County, Florida, roughly. Landfall within the next 2 to 3 hours. And it will continue to push to the northeast, still a Category 2 storm likely as it moves into South Georgia later today, and then early tomorrow moving into the Carolinas, still as a tropical storm. And then by tomorrow afternoon, evening hours should shift off into the open Atlantic Ocean and stay out there. That's what guidance is indicating now, that it stays in the open ocean, but we'll have a close eye on that. Because the storm has intensified, there's now hurricane warnings in effect for the Georgia coastline and South Carolina coastline heading into the next 36 hours, as wind speeds can be up to hurricane force, maybe up to Cat 2 moving into South Georgia later today, and possibly hurricane force winds along the coast of the Carolinas are pretty close to it going into later today. At least high-end tropical storm force winds moving into Georgia and the Carolinas, at least South Carolina, as we go throughout the rest of tomorrow and into Friday. It should start to shift off into the Atlantic Ocean. But check out these rainfall amounts, 5 to 7 inches from the Big Bend stretching all the way through Georgia into South and North Carolina over the next few days. And elsewhere out in the tropics, there are some areas to watch. We've got Hurricane Franklin, Tropical Depression 11, a couple other spots popping up in the central and eastern Atlantic Ocean. They are going to stay out in the open ocean. Don't have to worry about those. But here at home, we have no real concerns when it comes to Idalia, except for a minor coastal flooding for our eastern areas today during the high tide this afternoon, maybe 1 to 2 feet above normal ground. So those usual spots might see some minor coastal flooding today, especially since we also have the king tides to have to contend with as well, and especially for Florida, that's a big issue. Also kind of related to Idalia, we're getting a good push of drier air, so less humidity will be the story today and tomorrow. Much more comfortable on your Wednesday, especially this afternoon and Thursday. So that's great news. Now we have Idalia well off to our east here at home. Not really talking anything by way of rain showers expected today or tomorrow. We'll actually trend mostly dry over the next couple days. Lots of sunshine, still going to heat up with high temperatures reaching the lower 90s this afternoon. It's going to be a little breezy, but you'll notice those more comfortable conditions will start settling in by the afternoon hours. Going into the next couple of days, the heat stays in check, especially this weekend. Temperatures will be in the upper 80s to lower 90s, not too hot, but the humidity does come back starting Friday, and it will stick around for your Labor Day weekend. So it's going to feel more muggy, and our rain chances will actually increase quite a bit Friday, Saturday, and Sunday as an upper level disturbance kind of makes its way through the central Gulf and lower Mississippi Valley. But we can certainly use the rain. We, of course, have that ongoing drought that really needs quite a few inches of rain to kind of combat. So we're going to get a good dousing this weekend, which is good news. We saw a couple days of rain leading up to this point, and we'll tap into some more showers and storms going into the weekend time frame. Here's a look at that 7-day forecast. Hot but not muggy today, tomorrow. A little breezy today. Our winds coming mostly from the north. Again, that moisture coming back this weekend. Looks like rain chances will go up, especially Saturday, Sunday. Temperatures, check that out, only the upper 80s. Then Labor Day Monday, we'll keep some showers and storms in the mix as the heat starts to creep back up into the lower 90s next week.